Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Tariq Amin, lecturer, Department of English, Cohort, University of Science and Technology, Cohort. Our today's topic is paragraph writing, and this is the lecture number 22 of the course Functional English. The course code is ENG 101. In today's class, we are going to read about paragraph, topic sentence, and after that length of paragraph, and at the end of the class we will discuss the different principles of paragraph structure. Now, what is paragraph? Let's define it. A paragraph is a number of sentences grouped together and relating to one topic. They are grouped together and they relate to one topic. In other words, we can say that a paragraph is a group of related sentences that develop a single point. For example, there are maybe many sentences, but all the sentences develop just a single point. They revolve around just a single idea. They revolve around just one topic. The other definition could be a paragraph is a series of related sentences developing a central idea, and that central idea is called the topic of paragraph. Now, there is always a topic sentence in a paragraph. Now, what is a topic sentence? A topic sentence is the most important sentence in a paragraph. It is the most important sentence in the paragraph, and it summarizes a paragraph. It states the very central idea of the paragraph. That is why it is called the most important sentence in a paragraph. It is sometimes referred to a focus as a focus sentence. Sometimes it is called a focus sentence. It helps organize the paragraph by summarizing the information in the paragraph. Most of the time it summarizes the very information that are given in the paragraph. It just summarizes that. It states the very central idea of the paragraph, and it organizes the paragraph. In formal writing, the topic sentence is usually the first sentence in a paragraph. Most of the time we find topic sentence at the very beginning of the paragraph, but it is not always the case. There are some cases where we can find the topic sentence in the middle of a paragraph, and sometimes we also find topic sentence at the end of a paragraph. It is not always the case that the topic sentence would be at the very first sentence of the paragraph. It would not always be the very first sentence of a paragraph. We can find it in other position in paragraphs as well. So it is not always the first sentence. Most of the people say that it is the very first sentence of a paragraph, but it is not the case. So in short, we can say that a topic sentence is the most important sentence in a paragraph. Now, what is the purpose of a topic sentence? A topic sentence essentially tells readers what the rest of the paragraph is about. It tells the readers what the rest of the paragraph is about. And all sentences after it have to give information about the sentence, about that sentence, prove it, offering facts about it or describe it in more detail. So it tells the reader about the rest of the paragraph. It gives ideas to the reader that what the rest of the paragraph is about, and it gives information about rough information about a rough idea about the whole paragraph. After reading the very top first paragraph of say of a paragraph, or of a heading, or reading a heading or a paragraph, you can come to know about, or you can guess what the heading is about, or what the rest of the text is about, or what the rest of the paragraph is about. So it gives us a rough idea. On the basis of a topic sentence, we can guess what a particular text is about, or what a particular paragraph is about. Now, what should be the length of paragraphs? Should it be three sentences, or should it be five sentences, or should it be just a single sentence? There is therefore no rule as to the length of paragraph. There is no rule for the length of paragraph. We can't say that a paragraph should be of two sentences, or it should be of 10 sentences, or it should be of just one paragraph. We cannot say that. We can't say that. There is no rule for that. They may be short or long according to the necessity of the case. For example, if you are describing a particular thing and for that you need just two sentences, so that two sentences would make your paragraph. But on the other hand, if you are describing something or explaining something that cannot be explained or described in just two sentences, so for example, you need five sentences, you need 10 sentences, you need 20 sentences for that. So it is not necessary that you would make your paragraphs of just two sentences, so you can take or you can use many sentences for that, for your that very paragraph for explaining, in which you explain a particular thing or a particular object. So it is not necessary. You should always look at your thing, you look at a particular thing that you describe or you explain in your paragraph, and on the basis of that you should develop your paragraph. A paragraph may consist of a single sentence, it may consist of a single sentence or many sentences, so there is no rule for that, for the length of a paragraph. Now there are some principles of paragraph structure. The first one is unity. Now what is unity? The first and foremost and most important principle to be observed and constructing a paragraph is that of unity. Just as each sentence deals with one thought, each paragraph must deal with one topic or idea and with no more than one. So there should be unity in your paragraph. Your paragraph should revolve around a single idea. It should develop just a single idea. Only one idea must be developed in your paragraph, and not more than one idea should be there in your paragraph. If you discuss many ideas in your paragraph, it means that unity is not there in your paragraph. For example, if you are describing your laptop, it means that the central idea of your paragraph is to describe your paragraph. Now, you shouldn't talk about your university or your textbook, because the central idea, the very focus of your paragraph is to describe laptop. The focus of your paragraph is not to describe university or your class. The focus of your paragraph is to describe your laptop. So you shouldn't go to other things, or you shouldn't describe other things in your paragraph, because if you discuss other things in your paragraph, it means unity would not be there in your paragraph and people would get confused in reading your paragraph. It means that coherence would not be there in your paragraph. In order to avoid such things and such things and ambiguity in your paragraph, you should stick to just one idea. You should develop just one idea. All of your sentences must revolve around a single topic. They must revolve around just a central idea of your paragraph. In writing an essay, for example, every head means heading, and every subheading should have its own paragraph to itself, and every sentence in the paragraph must be closely connected. All of your sentences and your paragraph must be closely connected to each other. They must be closely connected with the main topic of the paragraph. The paragraph and every part of it must be the expression of one theme. Once again, very much important point. The paragraph and every part of it, every part of your paragraph, it means that the very first sentence, the very last sentence, the middle sentences of your paragraph must be the expression of only one theme. It should be the expression of only one theme or one topic. The second principle of paragraph structure is order. The second, yes, it has already been said that the second principle of paragraph construction is order. Now, what is order? Order is the logical sequence of thought or development of the subject. It means that logical sequence must be there between your sentences. For example, if you say that, for example, you are describing your laptop, and first of all, you don't define it what laptop is, and at the end of very paragraph, you define your laptop, or in the middle of sentence, you define your paragraph, and before describing or before defining your paragraph, you talk of other specifications of your paragraph. It means that logical sequence is not there in your paragraph. So logical sequence must be there between the sentences of your paragraph. If logical sequence is there between the different sentences of your paragraph, it means that order is there in your paragraph. Events must be related in the order of their occurrence, and all ideas should be connected with the leading idea and arranged according to their importance or order. This is very much important that the ideas must be arranged according to their importance or order. For example, you think that one idea is very much important. It means that you should put it first in your paragraph. The important ideas must be put first in your paragraph, and after that the unnecessary ideas or the ideas that are not that important must be stated in your paragraph. So you can arrange your sentence on the basis of order, and you can arrange your sentence on the basis of importance as well. The third principle of paragraph construction is variety, as it is very much clear from the very title of this principle that what variety is. We know that what variety is means that you should use different sentences and you should use different tenses in your paragraph. For example, a third principle, it has already been said that a third principle of paragraph construction is variety. Now, you should avoid monotony in your paragraph. Monotony must be avoided. The paragraph of composition should be of different lengths. It is not necessary that, for example, there are 5 paragraphs in your essay. For example, you are writing an essay on your university, on Kohara University of Science and Technology, and there are 5 paragraphs in your essay. So it is not necessary that all of your paragraphs must consist of just 5 sentences. For example, your first paragraph is of 5 sentences, and this second paragraph also consists of 5 sentences, and in the same with the other paragraph as well. So it is not necessary that all of your paragraphs should be of just one length. It is not necessary that, and not necessary. Your first paragraph may consist of 5 sentences, and your second paragraph may consist of 10 sentences, and after that your third paragraph may consist of 20 sentences. So it is not necessary that all of your paragraphs must include or must consist of just 5 sentences or 3 sentences or 4 sentences. Your paragraphs must be of different lengths. And another very much important point that they must not always be of the same sentence, because you don't use same sentence construction. It is not necessary that if you are using present tense in your paragraph, so you should use present tense, or you are using present continuous tense in your paragraph, so you should always use present continuous tense in your paragraph. So it is not necessary you can use other structures for your paragraph as well. This is what variety is. Now, to sum up, the essentials of a good paragraph construction are: if you want to write a good paragraph, you should focus, or you should keep in mind these 5 to 6 points. The first one is unity. It means that unity must be there in your sentences. All of your sentences must revolve around just one single idea. All of your sentences must contribute to the development of a single topic. If your paragraph is about Kohat University, so you should just talk of Kohat University. You shouldn't talk about your laptop or your home, because that is not the central idea of your topic. That would be digression. So you should just stick to only one point, that is Kohat University of Science and Technology. All of your sentences must revolve around Kohat University of Science and Technology. The second point is a good topical sentence. Your paragraph should consist of a good topical sentence. A good topic sentence must be there in your paragraph. And we have discussed what a topic sentence is. And the third point is the logical sequence of thought. All of your sentences must be presented in logical sequence. Logical sequence must be there between all of your sentences of your paragraph. If logical sequence is not there in your sentences, the readers would get confused and they would not make a clear sense of your paragraph. So logical sequence between the different sentences is very much important. In other words, order in your paragraph is very much important. If you have very good sentence in your paragraph, but logical sequence is not there, it means that the reader will not get a good idea of your paragraph. Variety is also important. We have discussed it in the previous slides, what variety is. It means that it is not necessary that all of your paragraphs should be of just one length. It is not necessary that all of your paragraphs should consist of only 5 sentences or 6 sentences or 10 sentences. It is not necessary. And the other point in the variety was that you can use many structures in your paragraph. It is not necessary that you should use just only one structure or only one structure. You can use many structures in your sentences. The fifth point is a full and rounded final sentence in conclusion. And at the end of your paragraph, concluding sentence must be there. Okay, in today's class we discussed what paragraph is. After that we discussed what topic sentence is, and after that we discussed the purpose of topic sentence, and we discussed length of paragraph as well, and after that we discussed 3 different principles of paragraph constructions. And that's all. Thank you very much for listening to the video. Allah Hafiz.